we should understand that we should go to Africa, build Africa, do each and everything for Africa. See this guy from your country, Wodemaya. Wodemaya left from China.
You know Wodemaya?
I know him very well. He's got made Africa realize our potential. Africa will be stronger than any other continent that exists on this planet.
Hi, bro.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you too?
I'm good, thank you.
What's your name?
Pan-Africanist.
Okay, that's your real name.
My real name is Kalema from Uganda, but I like to be referred as Pan-Africanist.
That's great. Okay, so I got one quick question for you right now.
It's okay.
All right. So, if you have any piece of advice for the Africans in the diaspora, what will you tell them?
They should understand these are especially African diaspora. These continents like Asia, Europe, and so many others, America, they are not ours. They are not our continent. So they shouldn't be there in a comfort zone and forget to Africa. There is a time when Kwame Nkrumah was in London during his university days, and Ethiopia got a crisis. Got attack from Italy. The guy felt like the whole London has declared the war on him. You know what he did? Immediately, 1940s around there, 45 I think, he left London and went back to Ghana.
Ghana?
Yes, to fight for Ghana's independence. Not only Ghana, but it was for all of Africa. You know why? Simply because he understood that Africa is where we belong. And he actually said Africa is not an African because he belongs to Africa, but because Africa was born in him. That is what he said. Understand that we are Africans because Africa was born in us. You understand? We should understand wherever you are, whether you are in Dubai like we, whether you are in Europe and you've made it in life, better understand that you are an African. Better go back to your country, to ancestral home, build Africa. These people wouldn't have come here actually. They would have come to us. We have each and everything that can make us strong. But simply Africans, we always forget our continent. We always forget where we come from. I'm coming from a country which is blessed with the flora and the fauna. It is sad that I'm living in a country where they would have come to me to get minerals. They would have come to me to get food, but I'm here. Not like it for green pasture, but for survival. That's it, my brother.
So you're telling the Africans that this is not our home, so they have to go back home the right time when you make it, right?
It is not our home, whether you make it or not. They should understand that this is not Africa. Whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Asia, everywhere you are, you should understand Africa is where we belong. Africa is we. We are Africans. You know, we find a lot of nonsense, should I call it nonsense, in the courts, especially those in Europe. We always find these racial attacks. I don't blame them. I don't blame any European finding me on his own land and maybe segregates me because that is why he belongs. Segregates me because that is why he belongs. I am just an intruder. You understand? I am just like a meandering person. But if I am in Africa, I can speak with all full authority that I'm speaking in my land. Nobody can even come and challenge me in my land.
All right.
We should understand that we should go to Africa, build Africa, do each and everything for Africa. See this guy from your country, Wodemaya. Wodemaya left from China.
You know Wodemaya?
I know him very well. He's got married to one Kenyan girl. That is you're like a unification for Africans. And I liked it. He left it from China. He went to Africa, got married from there. He's been traveling around all over the Africa, championing Africa, like telling the world that this Africa you always publish in your Western media that we are poor, blah, blah, we don't have anything. We have clean water, we have people who are educated, we have talented people, talented footballers. Look what these Africans who are playing in London for like English Premier League. They would have come to Africa and they played Sekafa, CAF, African football. Would have been strong. They wouldn't have gone there like to play in this European and the American soccer. They would have been in Africa.
That's
poor. We are poor. We are weak simply because we don't realize our strength. There is one who actually philosopher and Pan-African is from Kenya. It's Pierre Ormumba. I don't know if you have ever heard about
Lumumba. Yeah. He was recently in Ghana with Nana Kwame Bediako.
He once said that the moment Africans realize our potential, Africa will be stronger than any other continent that exist on this planet.
That's great. I like how you explain everything to us, and thank you so much, brother. All right.